Here comes the rain and thunder now. Nowhere to run to now. I've disappeared, don't wonder how. Looking for me, I'm underground.
Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4! Yeah, Battlefield 4 has been released for more than a week now, and the game has been great. Well, other than the unexpected game crashes, or when the skyscraper drops in Siege of Shanghai, half of the players in server are disconnected for some weird reason, or the infamous gunshot that mutes the whole server. Oh, and don't forget the best one, the freaking clumsy Battlefield 4 netcode. Look, no game will have a total smooth launch, but Battlefield 4 kind of overfucked the launch of the game. But then again, they were quick to fix the problem. Well, not all of them, but I don't have as much game crashes as I used to. That's better. And why, you ask? Because of the new R7 patches, or sorry, server patches that they just rolled out, which supposedly fixed all the common problems in Battlefield 4 that were in the Battlefield 4 launch. So let's just head to the battlefield and see what Battlefield 4 is all about. Well, I've noticed quite the new features that not a lot were available in the Battlefield 3 game, and those features were significant, and also noticed quite a significant changes that we had to adjust to in Battlefield 4. These changes are, well, your loadout are vital in Battlefield 4 instead of just them being accessories, which means that you need to have a loadout which helps you in the battlefield. Normally, what I use in Battlefield 4 now since I have unlocked almost not all of the guns, but the guns that I'm, feel comfortable with. Normally, I use the hollow sights with the magnifier scope, plus a suppressor for short range if I needed, if I was playing a short range map, just as the one you see in the video, which is called Operation Locker. Anyways, I use a suppressor for short range maps, and a muzzle brake or a heavy barrel for long range. And also, I always keep an angled grip in my underbarrel. I don't know why, the angled grip seems to be working perfectly fine with me. I mean, this simple loadout helps me to be good in both long range and short range. Of course, since if I have, for example, let's just say this loadout, a hollow sight, a magnifier scope, a muzzle brake, and an angle grip, on a weapon, let's just say that I'm using right now, the M416. This could help me throughout any map I want. I can play throughout any map. If I had long range, short range, I can be, I can be good in both situations, which you're gonna encounter, because if you were in short range, battlefield, you cannot use the magnifier scope, or you cannot use an ACOG scope in that situation, in that fight between you and the other opponent player, whatever you want to call him. But if I had, for example, a holoscope or red dot sight, I can use that for my benefit in the short range warfare. And also, if I had a long range battle with some opponent, for example, he's running away from me, or he's like 100 meters, 200 meters plus from my position, I need something to see him with, or at least to zoom into him so I can at least see the bullet drop and see how I'm gonna angle that scope or that sight so that it kind of hits him right in the spot and just I don't miss. So these things, these accessories, these sights, these loadouts, you need to keep in mind which one works best in the battlefield, and not just which one looks good in my gun. Plus, you can have the one that looks good on your gun. For example, I don't use the red dot sight. I use the hollow sight because I think the hollow sight looks better. But that's optional stuff. Just keep in mind that you should have the right loadout for the for the right map. Secondly, I already said that in the when I was explaining your loadout, I said that you need to have the weapon that you're most comfortable with. Now, since we've been almost a week since the game was released, so actually it's a week plus since the game has been released, you probably unlocked a lot of. If you are like me, pre-ordered the the game and play at the launch, you probably have unlocked enough weapons that you find one that you're comfortable with. For me, I'm comfortable with the ACWR. ACWR feels good for me, and the M416 or the Scar Rage. These these two rifles are just being great. While I'm using it. But you see, it might be not good for you because you've seen a lot of guys use the AK-12 or the AK-5C, which are both good weapons. So what I'm saying here is that use the weapon that you feel comfortable, and don't use the weapon that you think is, hey, it's a new weapon, or it's, I just unlocked this weapon, I gotta use it, it's awesome, it's a new weapon, it's better. No, don't be a stupid noob. Use the weapon that you're feeling comfortable with. For me, as I said, the ACWR, because I kind of graded it. It has a great rate of fire. It has a great a minimum recoil. So for me, it feels good. The recoil feels good when I'm using it. So you should too, adjust yourself to that weapon, or if you felt comfortable with it, use the weapon you feel comfortable with. Don't say, it doesn't look good, or it's an old weapon, I gotta update myself. No. Use the weapon you feel good with. And plus, you can use different weapons if you want to. It's not like I'm telling you, don't use that weapon. Use this weapon. I'm not, ordering you. I'm just, giving you tips here. Plus, the third thing is that there is the new VoIP, which enables you to talk, with your friends or squad mates. Now, this is for me is the best and most dangerous feature in Battlefield if it is used if it's used in the right way. You see, not a lot of players take advantage of this feature because they think it's not helpful or not necessary, while it is just the opposite. With this feature, you can plan how will you attack an objective or attack an enemy vehicle or communicate while, for example, a vehicle or a chopper or etc. There's a lot of different enables for creates for a wide different variety of strategies that it could imply in Battlefield 4. I mean, they could help you a lot, especially if you're a new player in Battlefield 4. It could help you a lot in game if you start talking to your in-game buddies, like squad mates. And if you're a squad leader, you could also talk to the commander, which he can assist you with, packages or supply crates or perks in such ways. These are more in detail on the commander, which I'm gonna explain in the next video. But today I'm talking about these features that you have as an infantry soldier, and there is quite the hell of a lot of features that you can find as an infantry soldier, and especially with the VoIP, it's very dangerous because you can use them as, for example, I don't know. Well, if you had a friend, if you had a squad mate, if you had a in that game, if it's a full squad, let's take this example. You had a full squad, you got a squad leader, and just tell him that there's a hostile in, for example, B flag, and he needs some help. If your squad mates die, they can spawn on you, give you support if they are good listeners and they work in as one squad. But it could be also a lousy feature because your squad mates might not, help you. They just become solo players, and that's where it sucks. Because if you use that feature at its fullest potential, you can dominate the battlefield, and I can give you my guarantee that you can dominate the battlefield with that feature. Now, as you see here, Battlefield 4 has a lot of different features, more different features other than that. These are just simply some of them that I summed up in this video, but if you played the game, you will notice a lot of features. Now, I'm going to give you more tips as I go on in the Battlefield 4 diary. Yeah, we upgraded. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and well, thanks for watching.
The